Actress Anna Deavere Smith is bringing her acclaimed one-woman show about America's justice system to the TV, a film based on her play Notes from the Field. It debuts Saturday night at 8 on HBO and will also be available on HBO streaming services. And we're joined now by the star of that film. Anna, welcome, and I'm so honored to be speaking with you today.
It's my honor. Thank you so much for taking this time.
Notes from the Field. We know this is about, it dives into the failed justice system, but explain for people how this will translate on TV.
Sure. So Notes from the Field is about kids who just can't get through school and end up incarcerated. And I was interested in finding out about what is called the school to prison pipeline. And so I set out in 2013 and started interviewing folks. And in the end, I did 250 interviews in 4 geographic areas: Northern California, Philadelphia, Baltimore, right after the riots there in 2015, and South Carolina. And, you know, that's the way I've been working for many years now. This is the type of theater that I do, where I come back from one of these trips with a whole lot of recording, in this case about 300 hours, and whittle it down to what you could possibly do on stage. And then I play all the parts. And in this case, in moving it from the stage to a movie, I'm playing 18 people who I interviewed in the course of all of that.
Yeah. Do you ever have the families, maybe, of those you've had to portray that have sat in the audience?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, yesterday we had a screening here in New York, and one of the people who I represent is a young woman named Nia Kenny, who actually went to jail because she stood up in outrage when one of her classmates, Shakara, was thrown across the room as a police officer in the school was really trying to throw her out of the chair because she wouldn't give him her cell phone. A lot of people saw that footage. And so Nia was at the screening last night. Bree Newsom, who many of your viewers may have seen climb the flagpole in Columbia, South Carolina, take down the Confederate flag, was at a screening that I did in Charleston. And tomorrow I'll be going to Baltimore, and everybody that I interviewed in Baltimore will be invited. So that's always been a part of what I do, is I want the people to see it.
Yeah. And this isn't just you sending out producers or other people to do the work. You do all this work, and you take the notes. Why is this so important to you? Was there an event that prompted you to say, you know what, I want to look into the school to prison pipeline, and I want to send a message. I want people to hear this message.
Yeah, I didn't, you know, I didn't know anything about it, and some people who are working on this, really from a funding point of view, philanthropists, really wanted me to know about it. And very early on, when I started learning about it, I realized that, you know, kids who are rich or even middle class get away with stuff that's mischief, or, you know, if they get caught, their parents can come up and intercede, but that poor kids don't get mischief. They don't even get half the time a chance to be children for very long, and they get incarcerated or pathologized. We're always thinking about what's wrong with them. And that was very interesting to me because I grew up around teachers. My mother, her friends, all her, you know, my aunts were all teachers, and I've been a teacher for a long, long time myself. And so education is an opportunity not just to get the chops you need to get a job or get good SAT scores or to get into college. It's really your opportunity to look at the world as a more vast place than what's right in front of you, and for you to figure out what it is that you believe in, and to figure out, learn how to learn.
Yeah. And
the fact that so many kids are being shut out of that, and that our public schools as they are right now can't serve as many people as they should, was a, you know, it's just, hey, the great writer Toni Morrison once told me when I interviewed her that she knows she's ready to write about something when she's fretting, F-R-E-T-T-I-N-G.
Yeah.
So some of those initial stories I heard really made me fret, and it caused me to want to get busy.
It had to take an emotional,
as I often have.
Yeah, it had to take an emotional toll on you as well. Hearing some of these stories are just downright heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, but you know, look, the violinist break your heart, has the skills to do it. And I'm an actor. I'm supposed to be good at working with all different kinds of emotions. That's really what my craft is about. So, I don't know, it's kind of like saying to a singer who sings a love song, you know, how do you know, does that break your heart? Well, it's not about breaking the singer's heart, it's about breaking the heart of those who hear it. And so, you know, a rabbi once told me, the only whole heart is a broken one. It's the kind of cracked that lets light in. So that's what I think about heartbreak.
Yeah, and I'm pointing to the sign behind you over your shoulder, changing the conversation, your art form. You're hoping to do that and maybe make change with this.
Absolutely. That's my purpose. You know, that's what I'm all about. And I think it's a moment in American history where we have an opportunity to do it. Not just me. There's a lot of artists right now and students of art who really want to apply their art to making this country into what it can be, making a better world, a kinder world, a more fair world.
All right, well, leave it right there. Thank you so much for your time, Anna, and we wish you the best as this premieres and all your work ahead.
Thank you so much.